Greetings, so we continue in day one proper of these World Powerlifting Championships, coming to you from Dubai at the Hilton Al Habtoor City. And we've got women's competitions coming up, the 41 and the 50 kilos finals in this session of the next 4 hours or so. Now, the women's 41 kilo on the way, divided into 2 groups. We've got 16 competing overall. So a lot to look forward to as usual. Again, most of the major champions have made it here. We had some really spectacular action, very interesting action earlier today in the lovely men's competition, 49 kilos, and that ended up being a straight shootout. Magnificent event in the end between Omar Karada and Lee Van Kong, and the margin was 1 kilo in the end. Lee Van Kong edging out Karada, 176 kilos to 175, and Karada tried with his last attempt to go up to 177, but just missed it. 2-1 against. So it's a reversal of the last World Championship result and the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Lee Van Kong gets the gold for Vietnam. Omar Karada the silver for Jordan, having won the last 3 major titles. And Abdullah Kayapilar of Turkey the bronze. So here we go, Dubai 2013 is well underway now, and we have the first women's elite competition on the way. Still about 7 minutes time. The women's 41 kilo final, the lightest of the weight divisions, and then we step up 2 weight divisions to 50 kilos, and that will be in around 2.5 hours time. So lovely venue, lovely field. Here are the 8 who are going in Group B. We'll start off with Mia Naruke of Japan, who'll be starting on 45 all the way up to Reyhan Polat of Turkey, who's aiming for 80. Quite a few have had a busy year already. The Southeast Asian Games for Meridol Pamatian and Letsami Sipatsueth, and they've also got the Asian Para Games coming up as well. So hello from Will Danning and Mary Hodges with us this week, the long-standing international powerlifting coach, will be giving us her views and her thoughts during the...
Hi everybody, good to see you, and hopefully you stay watching. This has been super exciting. Great to be here with Will. So yeah, the athletes will be coming out very soon. In fact, you can see a bit of movement in the tunnel, which means we should be seeing the 8 in Group B straight away. The athletes' presentations are being done differently now. Instead of all together at the start, they will come out ahead of their own individual group lifts. And it is Group B that we'll be concentrating on for the next hour or so.
Representing Japan, Miwa Naruke.
Starting off with Japan, Miwa Naruke. That is not her. It's not the last time I looked. Oh, there she is. There, just behind. So Miwa's here for the Oceania Championships. I'm looking for something good here today. Obviously, she started off ranked 16th of the 16. Simone Machado of Portugal. Manpri Carr. Now it's interesting to see her start off in Group B because she's claimed medals in the last 2 Asia Championships. Rosa Macha Kababa of Turkmenistan. Meridol Pamatian of Philippines. Letsami Sipatsueth of Laos. Next up, Karina Domingo of Mexico. And we will wrap up at the moment with Reyhan Polat of Turkey in this Group B. Now, she is actually going considerably higher than everyone else in this group, so she will be the last to lift. I think it's always guaranteed. And these are the 8 who are competing in Group B. And the winners can come from Group B, but there would need to be a bit of a calamity in Group A, really, for that to happen.
We can direct your attention to the main screens as we choose our technical officials.
So with that all set, we've got the draw for the referees coming up. And here are the 3 who will be looking after Group B. There will be a different draw for Group A. That's another new innovation. The these World Championships, maybe that the same people come out again in Group A, but odds of that would be. Chief referee, centre referee, Mohammed Al-Kesh of Yemen. The left side referee, Tibor Yurko of Hungary. Right side referee,
Malaysia,
Kadir Kamaruzaman of Malaysia. Kazakhstan, Natalia. This guy, the technical delegate for this Fatih La Shahab. It's a new innovation. Previously, if you were on the final, then the referees would stay out the whole way through no matter what. That is now changed. So it's one group per set of referees, and then we go on to the next one. But it is possible for the same referees to be drawn twice into the same final. We've already seen that in the men's 49 today. Various record holders coming in. The legend and rookie categories are new. The next gen is the outgoing junior. Rookies previously would have to compete as juniors, but now they've been separated as seen yesterday for the World Junior Championships. Eston Walker with the ultimate records.
And now the athletes are in the back, finishing up their warm-ups, 80 to 90%. Some will do their opening attempt, and they're staying nice and warm until they can get called for their opening attempt. We're ready to get started soon.
So everything set, 16 competing in all in this Group B women's 41 kilo finals. The first women's event of the week. We had all of the rookie and next gen finals last night in the junior championships. The women, the big stuff is about to begin.
4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for powerlifting? The bar is ready. 45 kilos representing Japan, Miwa Naruke.
So first to go for Japan, Miwa Naruke, who's aiming for 45, and she's in the new legends category as well, so it means that she's got a set of medals to go for as well. She's actually the only legend in this, so has to hit various marks, and the legends medals for her potentially, but as it is, she's in the main competition too. She's 53 now. The Asia Oceania fourth placer. Last time out in Pyeongtaek in Korea. And that's been her best international result. It's a third World Championships. Still living in Ishiki, still running a cafe, I think, Cafe Bakuri. She's involved in basketball for very many years. She's with the Powerhouse Club in Tsukuba. So 45 to start this competition going. And here she is. Well, 45 to start off.
That is a good lift, Naruke.
She's got a good lift to start off at 45, so that's the best news that she could have.
Focus, please. 48 kilos, rack height 1. 48 kilos, rack height 1.
And that's a nice start to the competition for her. 45.
That was a great attempt. She made a good choice to get something that she could lift with ease. Nice stop on the chest, straight up. Just a textbook, excellently clean lift. And she's happy. Nicely done. So important, Will, on the first attempts to pick attempts that they can get well and get on the board and feel confident for the rest of the tournament.
48 kilos, rack height 1, please. Thank you, the bar is loaded. 2 minutes on the clock. Representing Portugal, first attempt, Simone Machado Fragoso.
So for Portugal, Simone Machado going for Portugal and going for 48. Silver in the IWAS Games in Portugal in December. No mark in her last World Championships, so she's worked on that since then, and it's paying off. 4th in the Europeans, close to a medal in Tbilisi last year. So, her first attempt of this competition. As you've been able to work this one out, we are going to go to the flags.
Good.
That's it, good lift, 3 out of 3. So 3 right flags for Machado of Portugal. Simone Machado Fragoso. Yep, that has her well on the way.
Nice lift, down, stop, press completely out, full extension for her disability category. Very nice. She knows she has it.
Yeah, that was very positive from her point of view. It was just what the doctor ordered.
Always a little bit of anxiety when the computer doesn't work and you have to wait for the flags because you think, did I do it? Didn't I do it? But she did it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 59 kilos. First attempt, representing India, Manpreet Kaur.
So now, absolutely belting competitor. And she has won bronze in the last 2 Asia Oceania Championships. Kitakyushu in 2018 and Pyeongtaek in Korea last year. 4th in the Commonwealth Games as well. Now, she's been a shot putter in her career too, but she's concentrating solely on this now. Well, she's already a 4th in the last Asian Games as well. So she's been steadily improving. Coaches in recent competition, Rita Singh and Tanvir Lakawi, have been previous national team coaches prior to that. So going here for 59 is Manpreet Kaur. Let's see what she can produce here. That is a good lift. So Yeah, this is a really solid and encouraging start. And Manpreet Kaur is the latest to score heavily, and we haven't had a miss yet in this competition.
Perfectly brought down, a beautiful stop, straight back up, waits for the command, full extension, beautiful. These first three ladies have done a great job with executing a lift exactly as it should be done.
The bar is loaded. First round of 10, representing Turkmenistan, Rosa Machukova.
So now, just like earlier, Turkmenistan re-entering an athlete who we haven't seen for a good few years, about 6 years since she's been in a big event. Rosa Machukova coming here for 60. Asia Oceania bronze medalist in 2015 when that was held in Almaty in Kazakhstan. Same year, the European Open Championships in Alexei in Russia, she won a bronze. Silver in the Dubai World Cup in 2017, so it's good to have her back. She's still only 29, Rosa Machukova. Going here for 60.
No lift.
And that, unfortunately, is no lift. It's 2 against in the press sequence, I'm afraid to say. So she misses out. Machukova got a little bit to work out there. 2-1 only, 2 and against. Machukova gave it a bit of a whirl, didn't get it.
So the bar slid on her chest. The bar has to stay motionless, and when you look at the replay, you see it stopped and it slid more or less right to the left. She is shaking her wrist. Let's hope she's feeling okay and can come back and get that with ease.
So next up for the Philippines, Maridol Pamati Ann, who's going for 70 here. Southeast Asian Games silver medalist this year in Cambodia. She won gold in the total lift, bronze in last year's Southeast Asian Games, bronze in 2015. She's been 5th in her 2 Asian Games visits, which were the last 2, 2014 in Incheon and 2018 in Jakarta. 6th in the African Open Championships at Cairo last year. Potential here for 70.
Good lift.
She's done it, good lift. And that puts her in front on 70, and this is a good way to get this competition underway. Yes. Only 1 miss today. This is all looking very good so far.
Straight down, pause on the chest, straight up, no issues, and waiting for the command to rack it. Nicely done. And that smile shows she knows she did it.
Karina Domingo for Mexico is up next, and she is aiming for 70. So we're seeing so much of late from Mexican competitors, especially in Veracruz in the World Cup, and she won gold there. Really decent display, really enjoyable competition. Silver in the Mexican Championship last year and 5th in the Americas in St. Louis. And then that really good World Cup triumph where she went up to 76. Here she is again. reasonably new to the scene, her first World Championship, and looking to do something very, very impressive.
Good lift.
She's done it. She has done it. And she goes to 70, which is close to that recent lifetime best, and she's moving up very well. It was really impressively big team that they obviously had in Mexico and home soil. Well enthused, live TV coverage of course as well. And she gets this.
Straight down, nice hold, straight up, locked out, waiting for the command. Really beautiful lift. Toes pointed to the ceiling, straight out, so her legs don't move. Great job.
Representing Laos, Latsami Sipasuri.
So now representing Lao, Latsami Sipasueth going for 72. She's moved up originally. We'd have seen her by now. She was lucky at 70. She's moved up to 72, which is one outside her lifetime best of 73. Southeast Asian Games silver in the total in Cambodia a few weeks ago. Bronze in the main competition. Silver in the Southeast Asian Games in solo last year. Lives in Vientiane now. She was born in Sain Yabuli. And coached by Pia Laupakti. Who will always repeat, it's not necessarily the person who's on stage, and in some cases is not ever the person who's on stage. So this a chance for the lead by 2. And perhaps good prospects of being able to wade up reasonably high in terms of the upcoming Group A, and that helps. Good lift for her, 72, so we've only had one miss so far, and she is really producing the goods impressively. Just what you would want to see.
She had a really great setup. Her legs were a little wider to ensure that her body didn't shift while she was on the bench. That was really, really great. Bar came straight down, held on the chest, straight back up. Here she comes. Straight down. Held on the chest nicely, straight back up. Nice arch of the back. Great, great setup. Great lift.
Yeah, she's performing really brilliantly there, and great to see the Southeast Asian Para Games, the ASEAN Para Games back in. They were in Phnom Penh in June, which is very much around the same time the Veracruz World Cup was on, actually. Wouldn't be surprised if they were on simultaneously. So, Reyhan Polat of Turkey, who on an international debut at the European Championships in Tbilisi last September picked up a silver medal, which was some going. It was bronze in terms of the European Open competition. Clara Fuentes finished ahead of everybody else, but the most important word of the competition is European. Well, she's probably powerlifting, but European after that, and she finished second in terms of the European athletes, and so she is the European silver medalist, and then the Open bronze as well to go with that. So Reyhan Polat ready to go. This to go top. This for 80 kilos. Well, she's got it raised. It's a solid one. Obviously, it doesn't have to be in the air very long, and that is a good lift for Reyhan Polat, who gets 80, and that was excellent and clean. That gives her a chance to move up. Nora Bador is going to have the lowest attempt in the opening round for now in Group A, which is 83, so she can wait on a bit. Hey, she's loving life here, and why not? This is a nice lift.
Great lift. Completely straight up, straight down. She also showed her extension on the way in, so the referees knew that she doesn't have complete extension, and she's happy. She worked hard, she deserves it. Nicely done.
So the scores and the doors. Ryan Pollitt leads on 80. And Sami Sipatsuet of Lao on 72. And Meridol Pamatian of Philippines on 70. And she got there first. So 70 is her mark. Karina Domingo got there second, which means she's in 4th place. So returning to Miwa Naruki, who's going for 50 now. So a leap of 5. So we'll see her move up a little bit by 1 position.
She has a nice wide stance with that strapping as well, making sure that those hip pockets are wide and she's nice and stable when she lays back.
So going for 50 here to get the second round going and to really raise her standards. And remember, she's in the Legends category. She has did certain marks, according to her, the MQS, which would earn her a Legends medal. And she's on the way to it because it's now 2 out of 2. And that is good news.
Straight down, hold, and straight back up. Nicely done. She worked hard for that. Great job.
So back to Machado for Portugal. He's going to go for 53 here.
Simone Machado Fragoso.
So 53, her target here, and that really good success in the Iowa's World Games in December. Competition which is coming back under a different name in December coming. The World Ability Sport Games will be held in Indonesia. But Machado finishing in second spot behind Curly Lascano. So 53 for Machado. That's a lift which didn't take long, didn't need to take long, but I'm afraid it is no lift for her, so she misses out. 2-1, she is denied, no success. She lifted 42 to win that silver. Lascano went out a little bit above that.
61 kilos, rack 13.
That's her first miss. Finding it a little bit frustrating.
So real bounce there on the chest, and it almost sunk in. So for both of those reasons, that's a red light. She needs to stop motionless on the chest. The bar cannot bounce. She'll come back and get that. She's very strong.
Yeah, she looks quite fed up with that,
Rack 13,
I'm afraid to say.
kilos, please. Thank you, that is loaded on the bar. For India, and Nanpreet Kaur.
So next up for India, we don't see those 50s on the bar very often. Actually, there's a good reason for that. need a couple of loaders to put them on at the same time. They are there when needed. I think actually they're largely there for show. I think you need a really strong loader to be able to pop that on. Anyway, Manpreet Pakar doesn't need to worry about that because she's going for 61. There's really good successes lately in the Asia Oceania Championships. So looking to glide her way up the table if she can. This for 61, which would be helpful certainly in terms of the total lift. So 61 for Manpreet Kaur. Didn't have a huge amount of drama attached to it, and there's a good reason why. Manpreet Kaur clears that at 61. She stays in 5th position, but she now leads in terms of the total lift. So that's good. She's done a really good job of that.
Great attempt, straight down, nice and motionless on the test, straight up. She did a wonderful job strapping herself too. It's always great when an athlete can strap themselves because there's no chance there'll be an error by the coach. The athlete knows exactly where they want it and how they want it. So great job.
So next up for Turkmenistan, the return of Rosa Matcha-Kubova, who didn't clear 60 in the opening round, and she's going for 61 here. So at least she'll feel she's made some kind of progress, even if she did have a miss early on. Matcha-Kubova going for 61 then. After those previous successes of hers in the past decade. It's really good to see her back competing for Turkmenistan. It is very welcome indeed. Generally they do send a decent-sized unit. And she's got it 2-1 in her favour. That is really impressive after the earlier disappointment of missing 60. She's gained a kilo on that. She went for 61, so she won't feel as if she's missed much ground. She'll have missed out in terms of the total lift, but that is really impressive.
Straight down, nice touch, and straight up, really great. She was so excited, she just came outside of the strap. She didn't even wait for the coach to come and unstrap her. That was really great. Nice job.
Representing the Philippines, Melodol Pamatian.
As we go back to Philippines, Melodol Pamatian. So she got 70 last time, going for 73 here. Good news already, everybody's got a lift on the board. Matcha-Kubova was the only one to miss in the opening round, and she got hers at the second attempt. So Pamatian, 3 Southeast Asian Games, and a gold and a silver and 2 bronzes. That gold in the total lift, so she's the total lift winner. Best lift is still the champion, but hey, gold medal's a gold medal all the same. Now she showed a little bit of duress there at the start of the lift. Certainly facially she didn't like it. What about the rest of it? Good lift, she's done well. Nice one. Well, at first she was fighting against it slightly, but she really pushed through that impressively. And as a result, she's on 73, and she goes up to 143. And that sees her actually right now in second place.
That was great determination. On the push up off the chest, it looked like she was going to start to struggle a little bit, but she kept it moving. She kept that bar even, and there it is. Nicely done.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Laos. Latsami.
So next up, Latsami Sipitsuet of Laos, who got 72 last time and going for 74 here. Likewise, bronze in Phnom Penh in Cambodia in June in the Southeast Asian Games, the ASEAN Para Games. Silver in the total lift. Silver in last year's Southeast Asian Games in Solo in Indonesia. A chance of climbing up high here. So Sipatsuet. That's not going to progress, I'm afraid. So the spotters are there, and that's the end of that.
No lift.
And that's no lift, and that's in the press sequence at 74. She added 2 kilos onto it. Now it might just have caught her out. That 74 may be achievable next time.
Same weight, rack height 3.
She comes down, beautiful, great chest up. Touches a little crooked. And then she comes up, and that's where it is. Because she touched crooked there, she had a hard time stabilizing that. She'll come back and get that, though. She's got a lot of strength.
Let's go on to Karina Domingo of Mexico for 74. She's got 70 already. Now this would send her up into second position, and she would take the lead by 1 kilo in terms of the total lift. Well, it was really good debut and finishing 5th in the Americas Championship in St. Louis last year. Nice high placing, but as well as that, now being a World Cup winner in Veracruz is something that'll be quite special. And the crowds there were quite decent all week as well. Obviously, opening ceremony were massive, but came across really well there on the East Coast. That is a good lift. From Domingo, she lifts 74, and that sees her climb up above Sipatsuet, who had gone for 74 moments ago but missed it. So she climbs up into second place, and it's only for now Rayan Polat above her, who's got 80 and going for 85, but she's got this one well.
Straight down, straight up, nice lockout. Hard to work out where the red light came, but she only needed the 2 whites to get it, so well done.
One attempt to come in this second round, and it's Rayan Polat on 85. Polat, who's had a blistering debut herself, with that effort, which was so good, of silver in the European Championships. So she's well up for this. This is a leap of 5. It depends how far she can go. And as we've seen a couple of times today, it's been a bit of strain in terms of doing that. She can climb up a bit here, get this, and then get another equivalent leap up with her 3rd attempt. No lift though. It's 2 against, and it's on the press sequence from both those referees, the center referee and the right side referee. So, no success that time.
Round 2 is complete. Round 3 now. Holders 53 kilos, rack height 8.
I just didn't quite get that.
Let's see what happened. On the chest, perfectly. Presses up. So she's having her shoulders. Once your body moves like that, body positioning, you're going to have an issue with your press sequence.
And you'll have seen a second coach for Turkey down at seat level, if you like, and that is another new innovation where a second coach can watch from a second angle, and if they feel, and this often can be for a head coach who will very often not be on stage with their lifter. If you're watching from the side, you might have just seen in the wide shot there the additional Japan coach getting into position so that they can immediately put a challenge in if they feel that, in the case of a no lift, that it might have been otherwise given. And that's been introduced again for these championships, and I was not at the Continental Championships last year. This is a brand new innovation for this.
It's a difficult thing, Will, for the coach that's on the stage to see from the back corner, and so that is a terrific innovation and will assist tremendously the athletes.
You know, there is the dedicated spot for the coaches to go on stage, which is obviously in the corner. Now, you might remember a debut coach at the Commonwealth Games last year stayed precisely where Japan's coach is here, I'm afraid. Didn't know. Hadn't been in competition before. Hadn't been in competition circumstances. Learned then. Anyway, here we go. No, that's not going to work, I'm afraid. She's given it a good tilt. And 50 is where she is. The spotters came in very well. And she missed out on the press sequence there.
Something that she'll look at when she comes to the back is the speed at which she came down. Sometimes when that bar moves so fast, it gets to your chest and you just don't know what to do with it. She needs to slow it down a little bit, control it, and then hold it on that chest and back up. She's strong. She'll come back and get the next one.
So, just wasn't able to get that one up, I'm afraid to say. Misses out 53.
Thank you to Marcus Loden representing Portugal. 3rd attempt, Simone Machado.
So Simone Machado of Portugal going here for 57. So she missed 53 last time. It's a leap of 4, so she obviously feels she can get this. So the way it stands, there are only 3 competitors here who could get all 3 lifts in to have a chance as well of doing well in terms of the total lift. Well, she's put a huge amount of effort into that. Now, did that go up high enough?
No lift.
The answer is no, as the press sequence obviously felt it just needed a little bit more extension from her point of view.
Absolutely correct.
Because being an athlete of short stature, I mean, it can only go so far, but in this case, there was a little bit more give that she basically had to give. I think she knew that as well.
Down, nice stop. And she pushes it, even she just doesn't extend completely. Well, glad she was able to get her first one, though.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, representing India, 3rd round attempt. Manpreet Kaur.
So Manpreet Kaur is on the way for India. She's cleared 59 and 61. And going now for 63. So this would help a lot in terms of the total lift. Send her up to 183. So definitely she'd be in the top 3 in terms of the total lift until basically the last round of lifting in Group A. So already, well, what a campaigner she has been in the Asia Oceania Championships and the Commonwealth Games, which involves about 70 countries.
1 minute.
There's only 2 women's events in that, heavyweight and lightweight, so it's a coefficient point system used in that, and she ended up barging away into 4th place in the lightweight. Very close. Now, can she be here? 63 would be very good for her. I'll tell you, her marks very close together. 59, 61, 63 kind of suggests to me that she started somewhat close to her limit that she feels today. But she's matched it all. She's got every lift in. That is brilliant. Manpreet Kaur lifts 63. Total lift of 183. And right now she leads on the total lift. And that, Manpreet Kaur, 59, 61, 63. All successful.
That was really a pretty attempt. Straight down, nice pause on the chest. High chest, tight, straight up, and locked out. Really, really excellent job. And she knows it.
Yeah, I was mentioning the shot put earlier. Now she's not the shot putter called Manpreet Kaur, who's won major championship medals in athletics for India. She has done a bit of it. It's a bit like the way you've got Tuni Nyanga for the Aussies. We're seeing one of those tomorrow. Turkmenistan, Rosa Machukapova, the twice major championship medal at the Asia Oceania Championships and the European Open in 2015. So here she comes, aiming for 65, which would keep her above Manpreet Kaur, and she has done it. That is a really, really impressive piece of finishing. And so now she makes her way back up the table. Very good by the Turkmen athlete. She's got her last 2 lifts, and she missed at 60. She's made up for that, 61. And 65 achieved.
Perfect. Straight up, straight down, nice pause. And she gets up smiling. She knows she's done it. Really nice execution there.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, representing Laos. Latsami Sipasurf.
Latsami Sapatsuev going for 74 again, having missed the last time out. See if she can pull this one out after all those successes back in Asia. She would match the tally of Karina Domingo, who's 2 spots above her in second. Sabatsov's fourth, but this is actually to go third because Domingo got to 74 first. And that's hers completely outright.
She's set and ready.
Oh, careful. It's just waded in too much, I'm afraid to say. So Silvapua, for the second time, misses out at 74. 72 in the opening round was as far as she could go, and adding the 2 kilos on was just far too much for the competitor from Laos. So she misses out on that. 72 is what she ends up with, and she stays in 4th position in this group.
She had great control on the way down. Once she touched the chest, the bar went back and forth, and then on the way up, she just lost power and steam. See her coming down, excellent control. All of a sudden, the bar goes side to side, and then she just loses her power. Nice try. She's got an attempt on the board, and that's a good thing.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 75 kilos for the 3rd round attempt, representing Philippines, Naridal Pamatian.
Now for the Philippines. Return of Meridol Pamatian. Going for 75 here, so she could be the second in order to get all her marks in. 70 and 73 so far. That's really tentative, and I'm not sure that was always fully under control on the press, so say it's unlikely that she'll be given it by any of them, and that's it. All 3 voting her down in the press sequence, so again, she's very much reached a limit today, and that means that, again, Manpreet Kaur stays in the lead in terms of a total lift. We're near the end of this group.
Yeah, you know, her ascent was great. She's under control. She touches the chest. About halfway up, she just starts to lose power, and she tries to little by little push it up, but once you stop like that, that's a no lift.
So, Karina Domingo for Mexico. She too can get all 3 of her lifts in, just like Manpreet Kaur. And in terms of the total lift, this would send her way into the lead. And nobody, I don't think, would be able to touch her until the last round of Group A. As she's cleared 70 and 74 so far. This was 78. Would keep her in second position. Would push her further up in terms of the weights by 4. Let's see if that was smooth enough on the way up from Karina Domingo.
No lift.
No, it's not.
Press
no lift.
Sequence.
Press sequence from all 3 referees, so she misses out on that. So that means Manpreet Kaur by a long way leads in terms of the total lift. The only one to get all 3 of her efforts in. Karina Domingo got 2 of them. In terms of the best lift, going up to 74.
She brings it down, nice and steady, but on the way up, she just loses steam and she starts to stop. So as you stop, once you stop, that's a no lift. Really valiant effort though. She almost had that.
So the last lift of this group, and Ryan Polat has had the heaviest lift to date, and it was her opening one of 80. Nobody's been able to come close to that. Karina Domingo, second on 74. Maridol Pamatian, third on 73. Ryan Polat coming here for 85. Her last attempt, she missed 85 last time. Is there a prospect of her being able to get at this before we go into Group A? Well, here she is, and there she was, and it didn't take very long from Ryan Polat again. And for 85 kilos, it's no lift, so it's 2 against, 1 for the stop sequence and 1 for the press sequence. Center referee was the press, the right-hand side referee was the stop. Oh well, 80, she clears on.
The Group B session.
It's as good as it gets for it.
Unfortunate. She looks good going down, a little too fast, quick on the chest, and then straight up. She wanted to get that, but unfortunately, we know we have to follow certain technique. She has the strength, though, and the power.
5 minutes remaining for changes to the first attempt.
So here's how we are after Group B. Ryan Polat on 80 is in the lead. Karina Domingo of Mexico on 74. And Maridol Pamatian of the Philippines in third with 73. 1 clear of Sipatsuet of Laos. And in terms of the total lift, Manpreet Kaur leading that 183. Domingo Bello currently in second from Mexico. Pamatian third for Philippines, 143. We're 10 minutes away from the start of Group A. It's coming shortly. Noah Bador of Syria and Marina Kapika of Ukraine, the first two competitors in Group A of this 41 kilo final in Dubai. Marina Kapika coming now behind Tursunay Kabul of Kazakhstan. They have changed the loading order. Little swap. Helen Kariuki of Kenya coming next. She'll be going for 95. Christina Pavlodor of Colombia will be going for the same. Christina Pavlodor looking to be competitive. She's 1 kilo off the heaviest three attempted weights. Lara de Lima, the world champion again. Next gen, twice in a row, America's champion. Here's the world record holder, Esther Nwogu of Nigeria. And Kuijie of China, world champion. Will be aiming high as well. So these are the 8 competing in this Group A. This is where the jockeying around is certain to begin. So now we've got further referees to draw. It's been the first elite women's competition. It's maybe the first one that you've seen this week. It's now a completely new draw per group, so which means 3 completely new referees for the A lifters. And here they are. Oh, they got into position very quickly. It's Usai Muhammad of Malaysia, who's the chief referee in the center. So Usai Muhammad, the chief referee, the center referee from Malaysia. The left side referee, Nani Ortiz from Colombia. The right side referee from Thailand, Riyanuk Enukata. Natalia Sky of Kazakhstan is the technical controller for this final, for this session. Fatila Shabab of Libya, the technical delegates.
And the athletes are in the back warming up. They're going to about 80 to 90% of their opening attempts. Once in a while, someone will actually hit their opening attempt and then come out and hit it again. After that, they'll stay nice and warm, get a little hydration, whether it's a jacket with a hood or a towel, and stay prepared and mentally focus to come out here and try and get on the board to place 1, 2, and 3 in this flight and this round.
We've got so many of the prime campaigners here. Kuijie won the 45 kilo title in Tbilisi 2 years ago. She's moved down in terms of weight to 41. It was Guo Ling Ling who won the 41 last time. They've kind of swapped, really. Clara Fuentes with the silver for Venezuela. But she's now at 45. There's been a lot of sipping around. Esther Nwogu won the bronze. She is in this, the lighter weight division of the Ninenga Widiashis. There's 4th in that.
The bar is ready. It's loaded. 80 kilos. Calling our first athlete, representing Syria, Noura Badur.
So Noura Badur is coming now for Syria. Well, we last saw her in the African Open Championship. She finished 5th in that in Cairo. World Championship bronze medalist 4 years ago in Astana. as it's back to being again. Bronze on the last two Asian Games, 2014 in Incheon, in 2018 in Jakarta. Silver actually in 2010. Eighth in the Powerlifting Games in Tokyo. She'd been fourth in Rio. Still based in Damascus, Teshera Club. She has been coached. She was coached in the last championships by Riyad Al-Qassi. And now she's going here for 80, which would put her into the lead. So had she made that work at 80? Having a good go at it. She's made it work. That is a very impressive lift. Oh, nicely done. Good lift. And that, having thought about 83 originally, she's gone for 80, and she has got it. Well put away by Nora Bador, who now leads for Syria.
Straight down, nice hold, straight up, lock out and wait for the referee. Nicely done, and she knows it. Great smile.
So next up will be Tursunay Kabil for Kazakhstan, and most recently fourth in the Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek last year. She had been fifth in the previous ones in 2018 in Kutakyushu in Japan, where she picked up the junior gold in that. She's the former world junior champion in 2019. In terms of the world championships last time out, she was in 11th spot. Asian Youth Games champion in 2017 from Kustavai. So here she comes with a chance of the lead on 85.
Good lift.
Yep. Well, that's good. Now, 90 she was originally looking at. She weighed it down to 85, so that works out really well for her. And why wouldn't it?
Straight down, nice pause, chest up high, straight up, and locked until she gets the command. Really nicely done.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing Ukraine, Marina Kopika.
Well, next up, a woman who's been tremendously successful in recent years for Ukraine. She's been picking up medals left, right and center. The reigning European champion, gold in the Tbilisi World Cup this year in April, Marina Kopika. Had to go with her two previous European Championship silver medals, and she's going here for 86. Career that has been gloriously successful. You actually think in 2015 she didn't register a mark. She'd already been a silver medalist since then, so she could be a four-time European medalist by this stage. Instead it's three, which is almost as good. Fifth in the Rio Paralympic Games, no mark in the last Paralympics in Tokyo. Eighth in the most recent World Championships 2 years ago. This is her sixth World Championships. Got through a neck injury before the last European Championships to become the European champion, the woman from Dnipro. It's a really impressive athlete. She showed it again here. 2-1 in her favour only though. Well, that's nothing much to worry about, and she wades through at 86. She was originally due to go for 93. A lot of them have just decided to come down in their viewpoints, but Marina Kopika, what a very successful start for her in this competition.
Yes, on the opening attempt up to 5 minutes prior, you can come down or go up. up to 7 kilos. Nice stop, straight up. Really well done. You might notice that she's not wearing a t-shirt under her singlet. That is by choice now. Used to be everyone had to wear a 100% cotton t-shirt. Now it's up to the athlete and or country if they want to or not.
So next to go, it is Christina Poblador of Colombia. So she's going for 95. We most recently saw her competing actually here in Dubai, bronze last year in the World Cup, the America's champion previously, America's champion now. Gold in 2018. Oh, what am I talking about? Silver in 2022. So yeah, ex-champion, but still. She was champion for long enough. From Bogota, which has been a great venue for the America's Championships.
1 minute.
And she did win a bronze in the World Cup here last year. Sixth in the last 2 global championships, Tokyo and Tbilisi, Paralympics and World Championships respectively. And she's not needed to linger very much on that for 95. Oh no, it's 2 and against. It's the stop sequence that's gone wrong for her there. She was originally looking at 100, went for 95, drop didn't work out, stop sequence didn't work out. Tell you what, it was 94 that she won a medal with in Dubai in the previous World Cup, and 95 she misses here, stop sequence.
So you see, she just touches and goes. There must be a clear and concise stop between the ascent and the descent. She'll come back and get that. It didn't look heavy, she just didn't pause long enough.
Karaoke now, Helen Karaoke on the way. For Kenya. Well, what can we say about this woman that hasn't already been said? Quite a bit, actually. She's going here for 95, which is the same mark that has just been missed by Christina Poblador.
Giving clear instruction where she wants those straps. Very wise. She knows how she likes it and how she needs to be strapped in to be comfortable, and she's making sure they do it correctly. Excellent job.
Silver in the Africa's Championship for her last year and bronze in the multi-category Commonwealth Games. Kenya compete in that too, and so do Nigeria and Cameroon, quite a few. The African nations, quite a lot of nations around the way. Australia, New Zealand, Canada. I think Britain might be in it as well. Split up though. This is Karaoke for 95, and this is Karaoke looking good for 95. So she's the first to actually stay with her original mark. Confident enough to do it. The woman who finished 5th in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo has come up and claimed impressively 4th in the World Championships in 2017. And she's not been able to recapture that since. That was glorious.
Here she comes. A little fast off the chest. She did get 1 red, and that's what it was for. Other than that, everything else looked great. But she got 2 whites, so 2 rough officials thought that she did well.
Well, David Wahora has tended to be her coach the past few years. Now, an impressive athlete coming.
We have an issue with the system. Please bear with us. We need 96 kilos. 96 kilos loaders.
And aiming for 96.
96 kilos. Loaders, 96.
The reigning America's champion, the woman who dethroned Christina Poblador.
96 kilos.
The reigning America's champion.
Thank you. The bar is correctly loaded.
The former America's junior champion.
Lima.
Gold again last night in the World Juniors, taking the Next Gen title, defending the Next Gen crown, which she had won 2 years ago in Tbilisi. 7th in the last World Championships though. 11th in 2019. But she's been winning top medals for 5 years. European Open bronze in 2018. She's silver in 2018. Pan Am silver as well in 2019 in Lima. A very successful in the World Cup circuit. A woman who's based in Uberlandia. She's from there. It is one of the national bases for powerlifting anyway. So still World Junior champion, still America's champion, Pan Am silver. She's got loads. And she wants loads more, and she's pitching herself third heaviest here in this opening round, Lara de Lima, for Brazil. So 96, she's got that raised. No lift on the stop sequence. 2 of the 3 going against her on that. The other one had said that was fine from their angle, but Lara de Lima is denied, so the lead stays with Helen Kariuki of Kenya. That's a turn up.
So she comes down somewhat fast, and then on the stop, she just stops and goes. She doesn't really make a discernible stop. So she just needs to slow that ascent down a little on the way down. She'll be able to stop with a complete stop and push it straight back up. We've seen her do it already in this competition.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Representing People's Republic of China. First round attempt, Jie Due.
Well, this woman has been tremendously successful for China. And now, can she claim another world title? She won 1 division up last time. Cui Zhu, reigning Asian Games, Asia Oceania, and world champion. Silver in the Paralympic Games, last time out in Tokyo. That was her 4th Paralympic silver in a row. And I should point out that a lot of those successes were at 45, and this is 41. She's aiming for a lift of 105 in this opening round. Well, she's not comfortable.
She's asked for a hand off, it looks.
Well, she's still got about 35 seconds, so this should be workable. Cui Zhu, Paralympic silver medalist. Current holder of both Asian titles. Well, she's got 17 seconds. This is a problem. It's going to have to go now, whether she's comfortable or not. 105 for Cui Zhu. Well, she's got that raised. How good was that?
Good.
Yes, good lift, 2-1 in her favor. She's got it. 1 against her, I can tell you, in terms of the stop sequence, but everything else was fine. Cui Zhu, who has 3 world titles to her name, comes clear and does it, and leads again.
Absolutely difficult and great decision on the athlete's part. She wasn't comfortable, put it back in the rack, and asked for her coach to come and help her lift it out. That was really great, and she gets a great result for it.
And so now, Esther and Wargu to wrap up the opening round. The African champion.
For the qualification pathway for the Paralympics in Paris
world record holder. That from Cairo. That from that memorable, memorable competition. World bronze last time out. Aiming to make hay at the Paralympic Games. She is top of the race to Paris. She was not competing in Tokyo. I think she'll be competing in Paris, one way or another.
1 minute.
Esther Morgu then the African champion, and what a breakthrough in being the African champion. Gold in Lagos in the World Cup there, gold in Abuja in the World Cup there. She's got that completed at 107. She is only 7 away from a world record, and it's no lift. Now, 2 referees voting against it. Center referee was the stop sequence. The right referee was the body sequence. So Morgu is a bit of work to complete here.
She comes down, she touches and goes, and then if you see, she heaves the bar back up because she didn't stop on the chest and she wasn't prepared for the weight. She will come back and get it. She needs to keep those shoulder blades together, chest up high, stop, and then push it straight up.
Well, this is what we have at the end of the opening round. The lead for Shweju, 105. Helen Kariuki second for Kenya, 95. Winia Kapika third for Ukraine, 86. And Tristan Kabul of Kazakhstan fourth at 85. Leading the total lift is Manpreet Kaur. So we go into the second round and we join Nora Badur again. 80 she got last time, and she is going for 83 now. This would definitely help in terms of the total lift. 80 already achieved. This to move up to 163. So there she goes. And that is a good lift. And she's got both from the left and the right side referee, and that's all good from her viewpoint. Exquisite.
87 kilos, rack height 3, 87, rack 3.
And very accomplished.
Straight down, touch, pushes it, really working hard, gets it, locks it out. And she knows she did it, and that was good work and a lot of work, but she did it. Beautiful smile. Well done.
Second round attempt. Tristan Kabul, Kazakhstan.
Here we come again. Tristan Kabul, the Asian Youth Games and World Junior Champion previously. And determined, absolutely determined to wade her way up the pecking order. The last time around, she got 85, going for 87 now. And again, she's not Had to linger too much on that. Maybe she should have stopped sequence. All going against. And she misses out at 87. And, well, Cabell, fourth in the Asia Oceania Championships last year in Pyeongtaek in Korea. About 2.5 hours due south of Seoul.
She's got a great setup, chest high, just touches and goes, doesn't wait. That bar has to stop on that chest motionless. And she was a little surprised on the way up, like, what did I do wrong? But it's the chest sequence.
90 kilos, representing Ukraine, Marina Kopika.
Marina Kopika now. 90 is her target. European champion, the Tbilisi World Cup winner Masha. Her previous high at a World Championships in the 5 she's previously competed in 2019 when she finished in 6th position. So 90 from Marina Kopika. This will help her a lot if she manages to get this through. She was in and around this range at the last World Championships. And she's even further on now. That's 90 for Kopika. She goes high, very high. She goes into the bronze medal position and she's now in silver in the total lift on 176. Sensational. What a lift. Could go a little higher maybe.
Straight down, nice and tight, straight up, and she drives that. Really what a lift is correct. She did well, and she should be proud of herself.
Oh, wow. Now you know what? I think that's really close to a lifetime best. Last time, Christina Pavlodor missed out. That was at 95, this is at 95. Big opportunity for the former America's champion. That was a lifetime best, by the way, for Kopika by 6. Pavlodor trying to break hers by 2, having missed it last time.
1 minute.
Well, here she is, ready to try and finish it this time for her best ever lift in competition. Oh, it's 2-1 against the press sequence, and actually the center referee also voted her down in terms of the stop. So that's 2 she's missed out on.
Yeah, she really needs to just wait a second longer. And on the press sequence, she seemed to go up like a heave and not quite lock out. See, she heaves it towards the back and then doesn't quite lock out. She's such a strong young lady. She can get this.
Well, she's had the misfortune now of having a couple of goes and missing out on both. This is the actual world number 1. Lara de Lima, another gold at the World Junior Championships yesterday. That is second.
Brazil, round 2 attempt. Lara de Lima.
De Lima going for 96. So she stayed where she is. So this is now the 4th heaviest attempt in this second round. So she's found herself overtaken by Helen Kariuki for the moment in terms of attempts. Wogu and also for China, Chuizhu will be going heavier a little bit later. So Lara de Lima is ready for Brazil. 20 years old, claimed the next gen world title yesterday. The America's champion from St. Louis last year. European Open silver 5 years ago.
1 minute.
She was 15 years and 1 month, and that was a senior medal. And she'd fought off the best of Europe by and large. So 96. She missed out in the opening round, and Pablo Ro missed out in the opening round, and so the top 2 from the Americas Championship are in a bit of trouble now. So she needs this. Had to keep that even on the way up. She's got it! She's got it! 2-1 in her favour, and she wades in the silver medal position now. She leaps above Kariuki by a kilo, and she kept her composure and her rhythm, and everything importantly for her was kept clean as well. That's a nice handy little wheelie that they have to do on the way down, and maybe in celebration too with this.
Straight up, locks out. Great lift. Always really hard to follow someone that misses their attempt as well, and someone that you've been competing with over years and you know is a great competitor. So she really did keep her composure. Nice job.
Helen Kariuki comes now, the African champion. So we've seen the Americas champion perform. Kariuki. David Wahora is being coached for her, you'll note. She gets herself into position. Going for 100. So Helen Kariuki on the way, going for 100. Silver in the African Championships last year. Esther Nwogu taking the gold for Nigeria. A very good silver there, the bronze in Birmingham for the Commonwealth Games. Fourth prior to that in 2018 in Gold Coast.
And the coach is indicating he wants that strap really tight up top.
He's got 30 seconds to put this to rights. This is where we are. This to go into the silver medal position. Again, above Lara de Lima, remembering that Pavlodora has had 2 goes and missed. At the moment, she's going to go for 95 again. She might have to change her ideas. We'll see. Here comes the lift. Ooh, that's not going to go any further. That's no lift. She's got stuck on the press. It's not reached the top. She's not been able to push it through. Not been able to get the punch out. And she misses out at 100. Well, Kariuki got stuck. That was for a new lifetime best, but just couldn't quite get there.
And we see this repetitively on the 3rd attempt. They come down, they go really fast on the chest because they're tired, and then they get stuck just before the halfway point or at the halfway point. So that's where you see the fatigues really coming in on that 3rd attempt, and they're just, all of these athletes are digging deep to get this attempt out. Nice try.
Two to go. Here is the African champion, Esther Nworgu, with her second attempt at 107, having missed it last time. 114 is her world record. So she's not going for the heaviest attempt in this. The second round. I think that's her ready. Esther Nworgu, who also holds the next gen world record. So she's coming here at 107, which is only 7 off her world record. Well, we'll see how she's done with that. That's no lift, it's 2 against, and I'll tell you again, the body sequence from 1 and the stop sequence from our center referee. That's 2 misses she's had now. Problems for the African champion, and the African champion with the world record as well.
Coming down, fast on the chest, and then her chest almost comes up, her body off the bench. That's the press sequence. She looks a bit surprised too. Unfortunate.
Now she broke the Guo Lingling's world record she broke in Cairo last year with 111, and Cui Zhu is going for 110 here. And remember, Guo Lingling is in the division up now, 45. It's not often that we see the two of them in the same division, but we have had done. So Cui Zhu, Asian Games, Asia Oceania, world champion, multiple Paralympic silver medalist, 08, 2012, 2016, 2021, she made her Paralympic debut in Beijing, picked up the silver there. So that for 110 is an impressive mark. That is a good lift. It's 2-1 in her favor. Cui Zhu leads, and she leads by a long way. She now leads by 14 kilos over Laura de Lima, 110 to 96, and Kariuki in third on 95. And she's moved down to 41 kilos again, and she's making it work.
Straight down, stop, pushed it straight up. That was beautiful, really beautiful. And she really dug deep for that, to get that off the chest, but she did great. And that smile says it all.
So at the end of the second round, Cui Zhu is in a major position of strength. Nora Bador currently in 6th position, and she would stay there with this lift of 85. We've had 2. Christina Poblador and Esther Nworgu with 2 misses, so they can knock her further down in this final round, which begins now. 85 for Nora Bador is the target for Syria. Asian Games silver, 2014. One silver, 2 bronzes in Asian Games history. been so successful. 4th in Rio 2016, World Championship bronze in her last World Championships in 2019. 2010 was that Asian Games silver, West Asian Games champion 2017, Arab Championships bronze 07. She has a hatful of medals. Can she get herself further up the pecking order here with that lift of 85? She can! 2 to 1! Oh, what a fabulous lift by Nora Badur! And that is just what she wanted to do. How fabulous was that? Nora Badur gets the lift in. Marvelous.
Straight down, holds it tight, straight up, pushing, determined, locked out. Perfect. And what a smile. She kisses the audience. She loves it. And they love her.
She has won in the city before. She's won in the World Cup. And she's succeeding here. She's actually won in the World Cup here multiple times. 2018, 2019, 2017. As we see Tursunay Kabil come in here for Kazakhstan.
An interesting change. She's braided her hair. Oftentimes when the hair is loose like that, if it moves, the referees may think your head is moving. So she's braided it to ensure no one gives her a red for a head movement. Wise decision.
So she's in 5th place right now. This to leap up to 89. She'll stay in 5th. Not guaranteed to finish 5th though. We'll see if she's gone far enough with that for 89. That's a good lift. Oh, it's 2 to 1 in her favor. She did well. It was the press against her from the left side referee, but the other 2 referees happy with it. She's got it, gets 89. And bounding around the track and celebrating with nearly everybody. Why not?
She's got a lot of energy, excited. Straight down, holds it tight, and pushes it up. Drive, locked it out. Nice job.
That is a lifetime best of 89 for Tursunay Kabil. The European champion comes now. She's on 90. She's in 4th place. That was a lifetime best on 90. She obviously feels there's not much higher she can go. She's going for 92, so she would not be in the medals here. But still, a chance of another lifetime best for the European champion and a winner on the World Cup circuit this year, and well supported by her Ukraine teammates, Ukrainian fans here in Dubai. Kapika 92. And this to get all her lifts in and to go up into the gold medal position for now above Nora Badur in terms of the total lift. And if she gets this, then it would only be Chui Zhu who could deny her the total gold. So here she is. Big one, 92 for Kapika. Well, it's the biggest attempt in competition. She's given it a really strong, solid go. And brilliantly so too. It is a good lift for Marina Kapika. 92, she goes into the gold medal position in the total lift. It will be at the very worst silver in that. She's 4th in terms of the total lift.
97, rank 3.
That and so fantastic from Kapika.
Beautiful, straight down, straight up, driving, no hesitation, locks it out and waits for the call. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. She looks surprised herself with her strength.
That is a lifetime best for the second time today for Marina Kapika. It's as simple as this. She leads in terms of the total lift and can only finish second. And for Kapika, it is 3 lifetime bests today. Pablador now has had a real struggle, and as a result, she's having to wait up to 97. Her lifetime best is 93. 2 attempts at 95 she's missed. She's not on the board yet. She has to get this, and if she does, she goes into the silver medal position at these World Championships. She has not medaled globally before. Silver in the African Open Championship last year, silver in the Americas, and she was dethroned as America's champion, claimed in Bogota in 2018. 6th in the Worlds last time, 6th in the Paralympics last time. This to go second with 4 lifts to go. Her last attempt. And this is a vital one for her as she aims for 97. So, making her way up, she's had to tidy up what she's done from her 2 previous efforts, Pablador. And she has done it! And Pablador goes into the silver medal position, and it may be her first ever World Championship medal. She's leapt above them all. Bar Chuezu, 97 kilos, a lifetime best by 4.
Straight down, nice and tight, straight up. She held out. That's really hard to do after missing your first 2. Fantastic. Congratulations. Well done. She worked hard for it.
Well, that was a blinding lift. So, Chuezu leads 110. Pablador second on 97 now. Laura de Lima coming next is third on 96. She's going for 98 to get up into the silver medal position. And Walker's not on the board yet, but she can be. Karaoke's on 95 in 4th place. It is a 5-way battle for the medals, and Pablador has come from literally nowhere on the board to be second on the board. But will she stay there? Total lift right now, Marina Kapika leads that for Ukraine, 268. Nora Bador second, 248. Lara de Lima then to go from 3rd to 2nd. This is an attempt for 98. So much to aim for the Americas champion. It has been a gripping competition. Can she make it stay that way, and can she climb up by 1 spot? Still plenty of time for Lara de Lima for Brazil. Missed 96 first time around, got a second time around. And can she get 98 here to go back into the silver medal position? Yes! 2-1! Lara de Lima is there! And Lara de Lima again climbs above Christina Pablador. She has made a habit of it. And de Lima does it again. So 98 she makes her way up to, and 98 for now will be a silver medal. There's only 2 people who can knock her down out of that, so she is not yet guaranteed a medal.
Straight down, stop, press, keep on moving, and lock rock out together. That is difficult to do, but she did it. Fantastic.
So Lara de Lima goes second, Pablador third. Off the back of that, I'll tell you, by the way, Cuiget is now third in the total lift. She overtook Manpreet Kaur with a second round lift of 110 because the margins are big at that stage. Kapika leads 268 in that. Bador second, 248. Cuiget third, 215. Helen Kariuki waiting up for 100 here. This to go into the silver medal position for Kenya. The Commonwealth Games bronze medalist, the African silver medalist. Big moment for her too. Can she make this one count? She's missed out at 100 kilos in the previous round. Well, an immense amount waiting for her to succeed with. It's 100 kilos. This to put her up into second place. Would knock Christina Pablador out of the medals if she's successful. Kariuki, 100. It's not going to make it. That is not going to make it. She has missed out. Helen Kariuki in fourth place. That is unfortunate for the African Championship silver medalist, and Kariuki aiming for her first ever 3-digit lift, misses out on a lifetime best.
Straight down, doesn't stop at all, up halfway, starts to ladder back and forth. She's just run out of steam. What an excellent lifter though, and you could see she's young, she's got a lot in the tank. She'll be back.
So now, Esther Nwogu is waiting in the wings to try and leap from 0 to gold in 10 seconds. 2 attempts at 107, she's missed them both. She is the world record holder on 114, and this is the attempt at 111 to go into top spot. Big, huge moment for her. And Nwogu, who has been so new, this is her first global championships. She'd won gold in the Lagos World Cup in 2019 and Abuja the following year in 2020. But was so new. And remember, by the way, Nigeria is such a strong nation. Yeah, you can only have one athlete per country competing per division in the Paralympic Games. So she didn't qualify for the last Paralympic Games in Tokyo, which sounds extraordinary. She's now top of the race to Paris, and she'll be there, all going well. 111. This is an immense moment. This to go into the gold medal position for Nigeria. And there'll only be one lift in the competition left after this. Or will there? 111. She needs to get this first. 111. Esther Nwogu. Oh, she's got it! She goes into the gold medal position. Sensational. She leads. Oh, my days, what a celebration. The world record holder leads on 111. Truly magnificent. She leaps up to gold. Now this may not be her last competitive lift. If Jueju beats this, and Nwogu can come back for the power lift for the world record, which now counts towards the final score in the medals.
Fantastic lift, straight down, nice on the chest, straight up. You could see that focus, and that's what's come out after she's made the attempt. Just all of that focus. She, wonderful. Just wonderful.
So, it is Nwogu now in gold, 111 for Nigeria. Chuizhu is in silver and 110 for China. This is an Asian record attempt that is also significant. But she needs to get this. Now if she does, she goes into the gold medal position, and Nwogu can then come back for what would be a world record attempt in the powerlift. That is now, from this world championship onward, eligible for the gold medal. It has never been before. The rules changed last year, and that would mean that the Chinese competitor here, Chuizhu, could then also come back and have a stab. But only if your third lift, your third and final lift, is successful. My word! She's wasted no time at all with that 112, Chuizhu. And it is a good lift! She leaves up a new Asian record. She goes into the gold medal position with her last lift in regulation. So it is Chuizhu 112, Esther Nwogu 111, gold and silver, bronze is Laura De Lima on 98. Extraordinarily good for the new Asian record.
Excellent.
Both successful with the last attempt. They can both come out again, and we're waiting to see if they will. But for now...
And that was an excellent attempt. Straight down, nice pause in the chest, straight up, and locked out. Couldn't ask for better.
So normally, that's the end of the competition, and then they can have record attempts for more. Now, the competition is not over. Chuizhu wants to come out and attempt a world record, the world record of Nwogu. Now Nwogu can do this as well, and she can go for the gold medal with this as well, but at the moment we're not hearing from her camp. Chuizhu is going to go for the world record of 115. Nwogu's entitled to do it. She got her successful lift in round 3, and she could also aim to go and do this. I don't know if Nwogu feels she's topped out at 111 today.
Has 3 minutes in which to begin. Powerlifts do not count for medals.
This is how Nika Telesko became European champion last year. Went for the European record in the power lift and then suddenly leapt up to claim the European record and the gold. So, if we're not hearing from Esther Nwogu now,
yes, because they get an extra 3 minutes between. So I think by now we would have needed to hear from her. Possible that her emotion was so much, she just would have a hard time collecting herself.
well, tell you what, it's the equivalent of 12 computers, but depends what kind of computer it is, isn't it? I kind of get the feeling that Esther Nwogu can hold her fire until she sees what Chuizhu does, and if Chuizhu gets it, then Nwogu still has an opening to nominate herself there. So, I remind you, this competition is not over. Traditionally, it would be. It is not yet. This is a world record attempt from Chuizhu. So if she gets this, if Nwogu then decides to come out and go for another world record and gets it, they don't get a 5th lift. It does end there. Chuizhu going for the world record. Guo Lingling had it at 111, and that was the Asian record until 3 minutes ago when Chuizhu broke it. Chuizhu going for the world record of 150, the world record is Esther Wargu's of 114 set in Cairo last year. It is the first elite world record attempt of the week. So here she comes, 115. Can she make this happen? Can she make it count? No. All three against, one in the stop sequence, two on the stop, one in the body, two in the stop. So now Esther Wargu can come out again. She can try and break her world record if she wishes and go for the gold. And we've not heard from her camp, so that means the competition will end now. I think it's just been called by the officials. It has been, so Cui Zhu.
And what we saw there, she just came out, great effort, just fatigue. So great on the way down, now no stop, and just straight up. So that's why she got the reds, but great, great try.
Cui Zhu gets the gold, 112. Esther Wargu, the silver for Nigeria, 111. Lara de Lima, the bronze for Brazil on 98. Cristina Poblador edged out by a kilo into fourth for Colombia. And in terms of the total lift, well, Cui Zhu has won this as well, 327. Silver to Marina Kapik of Ukraine, brilliant, 268. Bronze to Nora Badur of Syria, that's fantastic, 248. The total presentation, that's in the atrium, it's not in this stadium. And as well as that, there was a Legends competition as well. And Miwa Naruki of Japan has hit the marks in that, and she will get her Legends gold and her Legends total gold again in the atrium of this Hilton Hotel. That's next door. That was some competition. The medal ceremony is on the way. So it is the main victory ceremony for this women's 41 kilo final. What was quite an astonishing competition in the end. So presenting the medals this time is His Excellency Saeed Harib, the Secretary General of the Dubai Sports Council. And we have to set a lot of praise as well to Cristina Pablador, finishing 4th in 97, who was in contention for medals for a long time. Helen Kariuki in 95, who finished 5th for Kenya, but Laura de Lima leapt above them both. Get up to 98, the America's champion. She was crowned Next Gen champion, her 2nd consecutive World Junior Championship gold. Her last lift of 98 edged Pablador out again. She lives on the top. 98 gets the bronze for Laura de Lima. Silver medal for Esther Nwogu of Nigeria, who was off the board for so long, but then her last attempt of 111 put her into the lead. An astonishing lift from the world record holder, who then saw an attempt to her own world record, which was not taken. And she could have had a go herself at it. She would have been eligible for the medals, but it is silver. She is still the world record holder, Esther Nwogu. It is her first ever global medal. 111 for Nigeria, so that has her in 2nd. And the world champion again, and this for a 4th time in a row, Cui Zhu of China, her first world champ since 2006. You'd never think it. Here she is for 4th consecutive World Championships, picking up a gold medal. 112 in the last round. She wins the total lift as well and gets the victory for China.
Congratulations to the medalists.
Great competition. It really was. It was quite epic in the end, where we had 5 or 6 going in for the medals in the closing round. So it is gold for China, for Cui Zhu, silver for Nigeria for Esther Nwogu, bronze for Brazil for Laura de Lima. In terms of the total lift, Cui Zhu gets the gold for that as well for China, 327. The silver to Marina Kapika, the European champion of Ukraine, 268. And the bronze to Syria Noor Bador, 248, with the Legends medals, golds going to Miwa Naruki of Japan. Those medals will be presented next door, because we've got further action on the main stage in 12 minutes, 15 seconds, you see. So that's why the whole ceremonies don't happen here anymore. The women's 50k final is on the way. So until then, do join us for that. Thank you very much. We'll be with you again shortly.
Here's the 2023 World Para